Welcome to Tales Over Ales. What's Brewin? We're your hosts, Jill,
Jess,
Anthony,
Mikayla. During this podcast, we will be doing a power hour. So when you hear this sound, we will be doing a shot. Feel free to join us, but please do so responsibly. Tales Over Ales.
what's brewing?
boy.
Oi. Oi. Oh, that's our cue. Welcome, guys. It's episode 14.
Welcome.
We're doing our what'd you call it?
Conspiracy theory theater.
Oh, that's hard to say. By the end of the night, we will not be able to say that.
It's all tease.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Every 10 minutes we should say that. Conspiracy theory theater.
Mikayla's gonna fuck it up.
Yeah.
It's the speech impediment. She can't do it. We're pretty excited about this episode because we believe in conspiracy theories for the most part.
Some of them.
Some of them are true. Some of them are not true. We have no idea which ones.
That's why it's a conspiracy.
How can we tell?
That's why
Really?
it's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
We just need someone to tell us. With a
Yeah.
lot of proof. They need to be ready for a debate because
Right.
we'll all be like,
Exactly.
If they can prove it, it'd just be a theory.
Or
Not a
conspiracy.
conspiracy.
Wouldn't be a theory. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah.
Oi.
My
It would be the other
bad.
way.
You're right.
But
Boy.
But Mikayla brings up a good point. So what we decided we were going to do is we were going to each pick our favorite conspiracy theory that we've read about or whatever. And we're going to present it as if we believe in it.
Yes.
And we're going to try to convince the others that this conspiracy theory is true with evidence. And then the other three will decide whether or not we believe it to be true.
Yes. Even if we ourselves do not actually believe it.
Right. Well, you happen to pick one that you don't believe.
Right. I just like to point out how ridiculous it is.
Okay.
But I'm going to convince you with facts. Well, the facts that those people believe.
my mom also said we have to be careful on what we say.
You know, that's so funny. I thought about that too. Like, we're not talking about any that are not already widely talked about on the internet
Right.
for a reason.
And
because we
we-
don't want to be censored.
And we don't know anyone.
Oi.
Are you going to finish that sentence?
We
or
don't know
you just
anyone.
don't
We
know
have
anyone?
no friends at all.
Yeah,
You're
so-
our friends.
Just these mics.
Just these mics, 4 mics.
So don't come
And our
after
turtle.
us.
Right.
Because we know nothing.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
We're most of this we don't. It's someone else said it. And we're just repeating it.
Yeah.
You know, we went apple picking this weekend.
Oh, did you?
It was Jess's first time.
My first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I thought maybe it's a little bit too early, right? Don't
No,
usually go
the
after
apples were
Columbus Day.
beautiful. They were beautiful. We went over into Jersey to a farm, and it was beautiful. And you were excited, huh?
I was so excited. And you get to pick the apple off the tree and eat it. And if you don't like it, toss it.
Oh,
Boy.
yeah. I mean,
You're not supposed to do that,
you
but-
can't do it for a lot, but it was funny. Jess was doing it. Like when she first saw that she could do it, she takes a bite. You know, after we've all rubbed it on her shirt, she's like, "This is." I could see in her head going, "This is like I feel like I'm back in the hunter-gatherer days, where I'm just picking an apple off the tree and eating it."
Yeah.
And then, we're walking around a little bit. My mom's going one way, I'm going one way. And then she comes over and she's eating a whole apple. And I'm like, this is a different apple. What's this apple? And she's just talking with her mouth. I was like, and my mom was like, it's starting to become stealing. If you want to taste it, okay. But it's bordering on stealing now. Stop biting them. So, but we picked some good apples.
Or how do you know if you like them or not?
Yeah, I mean, they were
Yes.
they were named. They had the names, but yeah. I see
What does that mean?
Like
the-
Granny Smith.
No, I
Yeah.
know what that means, but I'm like, what does that mean? So what? You tell me. I don't know. I haven't tried all these certain different types of apples.
She's not an apple connoisseur.
Yeah.
I
You
love
guys
it.
looked. You guys
Oi.
looked at the apples and was like, "Oh, this is a gala apple.
Yeah, we did.
Ooh,
This looks like a red delicious.
this-
Look at the long
this
bottom.
tree is a." I'm like,
And
an
she's just
apple
like,
is
give me
an
that apple.
No. I love apple picking. Like, my family goes every year. It's a tradition.
Well, that's our recap for the weekend. That's what we've been doing.
Yep.
And we had some bomb Chipotle. This Chipotle over here really stepped up their game. It was the best Chipotle I've had in a long time.
Yes,
sad
I
to
saw
see
that
leave
bag of chips in there.
bowl.
Seriously, while Jess was eating it, you had to hear the comments.
Oh my
She was
gosh.
eating. Oh God. Oh God, this is the best Chipotle. The steak, oh God, the steak. There's not enough of it. I wish there was more of it. I might go back and get another one.
That's hilarious.
And then she stared at me while I finished my bowl, because she finished her bowl first. And she looked at me. I was like, you want some of my chicken bowl? You want some of my chips then? God, Gavon. Okay, conspiracy theories.
Conspiracy theory.
Let's do this. Do we have a conspiracy theory sound? Jess? Conspiracy theory sound, go. Okay.
Oi.
Perfect. Anthony?
Dun, dun, dun.
How's it going?
What does that have to do with conspiracies?
It was like a laser beam. You know, like UFOs.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that.
And yours?
Here's my conspiracy theory sound. Can you guys hear my eyeballs moving back and forth?
Ew.
No?
What is wrong with you?
That would have been my sound.
Ugh.
What if I put my eye right up here?
Stop it. That's just gross. Corona.
Corona.
It's her own mic. She doesn't have corona.
This is my mic. I licked this mic.
Don't even
I
go
sneezed
there.
on this mic. All right, who's going first?
Okay.
Please.
This is
Going
going.
first.
This is
I'm
going.
gonna go first.
Oi.
Oi.
Anthony's voice.
Anthony, goes first.
Okay. The Earth is flat.
Dun, dun, dun.
Eyeball.
Okay.
Do you believe the Earth is flat?
No.
No.
You know, no, but I don't know why I don't believe it.
Huh.
Huh.
So what do you believe the Earth is shaped like?
A spear.
A circle.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then explain why, if it's a circle and you stand on the bottom of the Earth, how come you don't fall off?
Gravity.
Gravity.
But wouldn't you fall down from gravity?
No, gravity sticks you to the earth.
Yeah. It grounds you. That's like the whole point of gravity. You go into space, you're floating. When you're on land,
But if you're on the bottom of the Earth in like Australia,
Mhm.
and you're upside down, wouldn't you fall off?
Oi. No.
no, because there's land.
What if you're on the bottom and you're in Australia? How come you're not standing upside down? If it's round,
Well, you
on the bottom of a ball, you'd be upside down, right?
Technically,
Well, you are standing upside down. Like if somebody were to take a picture of you from space, you'd be walking around upside down over there. Isn't that why the toilets flush
Space?
backwards?
I don't know if that's
Oh,
really true.
space quotations. We'll get to space. We'll get to space.
So you don't believe the Earth is flat?
Mm-mm.
How do you know?
What do you mean? There's pictures
Is there?
of Earth orbiting.
Is there real pictures? Or is the government doing it?
Oh, here we go. This is a
Hey.
wormhole. It's always the government's fault
So when you look out the window, how come everything looks flat? It doesn't look like a ball.
because you can only see your plane, your sight plane.
Right. Which is flat.
Yeah, I mean that sounds pretty good, right?
But that's the truth. You can only see as far as heaven. Like, you can only see what's ahead.
Exactly. So how do you know it's round?
Well, when I see it,
Oi.
when I see a hill, I see a slope.
Right, it has hills and
So I know
mountains
that I am
on it.
able to perceive slope with my eyes. So if I could see the earth from afar, I'd see that it was round.
I'm saying it's flat. Because otherwise, how would you fall? How would you fall off on the bottom? On the
well,
bottom, you'd
we've
fall
already
off.
disproved that. What
Gravity.
else do you have?
It's gravity.
Gravity has disproved that.
I don't know. I think if it's gravity, how come if you're not upside down? It doesn't make any sense.
You are upside down.
How come you don't feel like you're upside down? If you're like in Australia.
Well, I mean, if you're standing on your hands, which you could do, you'd be upside down.
But wouldn't you be right side up then if you're on your hands in Australia?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you would be. From afar. From
Wait,
space.
That doesn't make any sense.
From space, yes. If you're standing on your hands in Australia, while Australia was at the bottom of the orbit,
Boy.
a picture of you would look like you're standing right side up. And we only know right side up as to be when feet are down, right?
Right.
Also, none of us has been to Australia, so how do we know it doesn't feel like we're
How do we
upside
even know
down?
Australia exists?
Pictures.
How do we even know Australia is at the bottom of the Earth?
It's not. That's what I'm telling you, because it's flat.
Right, no, because the Earth is constantly moving.
I got it then. So let's say the Earth is flat, right?
Right.
You're saying the Earth is flat and it's just one plane.
Yeah.
So you're saying it's not flat like a pancake where there's existence on one side, existence on the other.
Correct.
So it's just like on a platter.
Yes. It's just like
I don't know where I was
flat
going with that,
sheet of
but-
paper.
Okay, so
What
where's
about
the
the
end
oceans? The ocean.
What about the oceans?
What about the ocean?
What about them?
Oi.
The
oceans
oceans-
prove the Earth is flat because they don't fall out and drain into space.
Yeah, my question was being on his side.
Oh.
If the Earth was a ball, then like Antarctica would be the top, and you'd be standing flat on your feet, right, straight up. But then if you go to Antarctica, wouldn't you just fall off? Wouldn't you fall into space? Wouldn't all the water just drain out? If you drop something in Antarctica, wouldn't it fall up?
I'm pretty sure the answer to all of this is gravity, which has been proven by scientists 100 times over.
I don't know. Gravity. What does gravity do? It pulls things down.
No, it pulls things towards something.
Right.
It roots them.
Right, down towards the ground.
Okay, and the ground
It's
is
flat.
the ball. No. All right, go on. What else you got?
So if the
I
Earth,
think that's all
I think
he
that's
got.
all he
if
has.
the Earth
Is that gravity is
round,
not real?
right?
Oi.
Boy, the Earth is round. That means you can go through one end of the Earth and come out the other.
Yeah. How come no one's ever done that?
Because that you know how hard that would be? Why would you waste all that effort?
It'd be faster than going all the way around a circle.
Yeah, I mean you could build one tunnel.
That'd
The
be
fastest way
insane,
from
right?
A to B.
But
is
you
a straight
can't
line.
dig through certain layers of the earth.
Look at the ocean.
This is my whole thing. If Earth was just a flat piece of paper, right? If you drifted to the end, why wouldn't you fall off?
You would.
Really? Because
Yeah.
I feel like lots of people.
Why haven't people have
No one
lots
has.
of people
No one's ever been to
That's
the
what I'm
end.
saying.
Yeah.
Lots of people have sailed across the oceans.
Exactly.
And guess what?
But no one's ever been to the end.
There is no end. It is a circle.
Oi.
Oi.
There is no end. It does not work that way.
Yeah, it just continuously goes on.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just
I
a
don't
really
believe
big
that.
sheet of paper. You have no other evidence to support this, right?
There's no other evidence to support this.
There,
at all,
because
but there it
it's
is.
done. Because it's fucking stupid as
I was
hell.
trying to help you out, bro. but-
There's
Actually,
a lot
I'm
of
pretty
people
proud of
that
you. You did a
believe
pretty good
this.
job.
There's a lot of...
You were really trying.
Yes, thank
You
you.
had a buddy there.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm always his buddy.
I know you
I
guys
know.
are two peas in a pod. They even sit the same way. Look at them. Someone take a picture of them right now.
It is
Yeah,
so
that was
upsetting.
creepy. That was really creepy.
Gosh.
For the record, I put mine on first.
It's almost as if they have the same nose.
Get out of
Yeah,
here.
same features.
Who's next?
Now you're just nitpicking.
Well, first of all, we all have to vote on whether or not we believe that
Oh.
not only is the Earth flat, but there's no gravity, there's no
I never said
Australia,
There's no gravity.
and there's
the
no
gravity pulls things down. The way you're defining gravity is incorrect.
No.
no. The way you're defining gravity is correct. Oi.
Oi.
I don't know much about
Oi.
science, but gravity I understand. Anyway, your vote, Mikayla?
No. The Earth is not flat.
Invalid. The Earth is round.
The
Jessica?
Earth is round.
Anthony?
And the answer is... The Earth is flat.
Okay.
He's
Point
the
for me.
worst person to debate with.
That's it. Yeah.
Never again.
No, yeah, never again. Never again debate episode.
But
And-
for the record, I like to point out, I believe the Earth is round. Personally.
And that is
And why is that? Because you've seen pictures and you believe in gravity.
Because of facts.
Okay.
Okay, that was the end of that conspiracy, everyone.
Conspiracy
Baby, I love you. You're the cutest.
She's such a little slut. Stop it. You guys always have this. Always.
What
Every
is
single
happening right now?
podcast. Do you guys ever listen back to these and notice every
Can't
single
control
one?
it.
Oi.
Oi. But every time I do something, it gets cut out.
No, we just cut out your stories. We don't cut out everything. We cut out the good
I'm like,
we
man.
keep the good stuff.
I remember I did that sexy thing with Anthony and
What?
He actually secretly texts me. Cut out the sexy stuff to me and Mikayla. It makes me uncomfortable. She's gonna expect a ring after this.
Right?
Okay.
Rings are flat, by the way.
oh my god.
Prove him wrong and then he'll buy you a ring. Okay, what's the next conspiracy theory?
Go ahead, Jess. We're all ears.
Okay.
And second conspiracy theory.
Eyeball.
Is Elvis Presley still alive?
Oi.
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 This is one that could have some traction. I could believe this one.
Seriously, he's old.
Well, I mean, that's true. How old would he be now?
Well, he died 43 years ago.
How old was
And
he?
he was
So-
like 50 something, right? Maybe in his 40s.
Yeah, he died in his 40s. He was
Okay, so right
40
now he could actually really, really, really be dead. Even
No,
with this
right now
conspiracy
he
theory.
he'd be like 86 or something.
So yes, he's probably
Okay.
dead. No matter what.
But you're saying your theory
Actually,
is that
they
he didn't
really
die when they
think-
said he died. That's what you're saying?
What?
That he didn't die when they said he died?
Just look
Yeah.
at it.
Okay.
They did, yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Okay, so medical evidence points to Elvis being dead of heart failure. He died of heart failure.
On the toilet, right?
Right on the toilet.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't eating like a peanut butter banana sandwich or something. Was that his favorite thing?
Maybe
Because he was
Yeah.
filling himself up with barbiturates
What's that?
Yeah.
Wait, what is
Drugs.
in his colon.
He put him in his colon?
He was putting barbiturates in his
that?
colon,
And his colon.
guys.
He had a hole to his colon, and it was
It's
just
amazing
going
that
right
he
in.
survived that long.
His colon failed.
I don't think that's a thing.
That's what I read.
Okay. Bad
So-
colon. Drugs.
Days following the speculation, right? They thought Elvis might still be alive, and he faked his own death to go into hiding. So I learned about Elvis, which I did not know, is that
Oi.
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 is that he was, well, people believed he was connected with the mafia.
Really?
What?
you guys know
Elvis was
that?
mobbed up?
Kidding.
Yeah, it was,
And was he Italian?
no, he was American.
Oh my god.
I can't. I want to eat her face off.
Italian American?
I want to eat all that face off. Little goofy little face.
He was American.
Didn't he live in like Alabama or something?
I think he was Hawaiian.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he was Hawaiian. I don't know.
Wait, that's still American.
Yeah.
Part of the United States.
Yeah.
But
Good job.
Hawaiian's a very distinct part of the United States that's like Alaskan. Like they're American, but they have a look to them. No? Is that
Yes.
not true? Hawaiians have a certain,
Mhm.
yeah.
If he's
Mhm.
native.
Yes.
Hawaiian.
Alaskans have like, yeah, native
Samoan.
Alaskans, they also have like their own look. Yeah, like an Eskimo look to them.
Yeah, they're Samoan.
Samoan?
Hawaiians
Yeah,
are
Samoan.
Samoan. Oi.
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 Boy, you could tell.
Also, Samoa is part of the United States as
Mhm.
well.
Yes,
Samoa
territory.
cookies?
Yes, it is. What? No.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
I love
Some
me some of
cookies.
those.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, oi. Okay. Can I ask a question?
Yes, absolutely.
So you said that in the days after his death, people thought that it was faked. Why did they think that?
Because he was going into hiding because he's connected
Okay,
to the
No,
mafia.
no, why? No, I know, like the reasoning, but why did they think that? Like they didn't see the body. Like, did he have an open casket funeral?
Well, there
did he?
was actually hours before they recovered his body, a black helicopter landed in his home.
In his home.
Outside the home, babe.
No, I know what you mean, but
Um,
I'm amazed.
On, what do they call it? Graceland?
Yeah.
Yes.
Graceland.
Okay, and when the
Hours right before that, black helicopter
Oi.
lands.
Oi.
Why?
okay, so a mysterious black helicopter appeared hours after his death.
No,
Before
hours
his
before
death.
his
Before
death.
Hours
his death.
Before his death, really?
But did he have a public funeral? Like a public viewing?
Did anyone
So
see
no
the
one's ever
body?
seen his body publicly. Just
Really?
photos.
Okay, so that was my question: is why people thought days after that it was faked? Is because they didn't see a body. They didn't see a body laying there.
And on his tombstone, his middle name is, this is also another reason why people believe, his middle name is misspelled. His middle name is Aaron, and they misspelled it. They say that later on down the road, he started spelling it with double A, but it's really
Oi.
spelled
Oi.
with only a single A, but he started using a double A later down in life. But they were saying, well, they didn't use his real name because that would be like way taboo.
Probably
it's
a
gotta
lot of
be
people
bad
would go
luck.
there.
Well, it's got to be bad luck to put your real
Yeah,
name if you're
you-
faking your death.
If you're faking your death, you wouldn't want to put your real name. So that's why they misspelled his middle name. Okay. Also, they say there's a lot of sightings.
A lot of
Everyone.
sightings.
Everyone says,
You've seen him in Vegas?
yeah, I see him. I've seen him so many times.
So where did the sightings begin?
So
like
the-
how far after his
The
death?
first sighting happened at Memphis International Airport, and the guy used his name as John Burroughs. He said his name was John Burroughs. It was actually the name that Elvis used when he was booking his hotel rooms when he was touring.
Really?
Ooh.
Wait,
Dun,
so
dun,
how long
dun.
after his death was it this airport sighting was?
Give me a second here.
Actually, it must have been right after because he was flying out of Memphis.
But,
Actually, I don't.
but I
have
thought
that
he
here.
got on a helicopter, so why would he have to go to the airport? He took a helicopter to the
Yeah.
airport?
Yeah, I actually.
That's
don't have
true.
that here.
But
We'll
why
have to
would
look that
he
part up.
even go back to Memphis?
That was
To
the
get his
first
clothes- to
sighting
get his
of
stuff.
the first sighting of
He got his clothes, his tassels.
Okay,
His usual
so
shoes.
Okay.
Goddamn.
also
Okay.
in 2005, there was an interview with Oprah,
Oi.
Oi, and with Priscilla, which is the wife,
Mm-hmm.
right? So she was addressing how Elvis spoiled their daughter, Lisa Marie.
Right.
You guys all know, right? So Priscilla said, "It's exactly what he said the other day." Then, like right after that, she corrected herself and said, "Oh no, that's what you said, Oprah. You said."
Oh, so she referred
Oh,
to
she gone done slipped up.
Elvis saying something the other
Yeah,
day.
because she was saying how Elvis spoiled their daughter. Oprah was saying, Elvis spoiled their daughter, this and that. And Lisa Marie was saying, "Oh, yeah, that's exactly what he said the other day
In 2005.
in 2005.
Wow, that's...
And then she quickly, corrected herself and said,
crazy.
"Oh, no, Oprah, you said that."
And what Oprah said? No.
No, she
Oi.
was
Oi.
saying, "Oprah, you said."
And Oprah's like, you get a conspiracy
You-
theory, and you get a conspiracy theory. Everybody gets a conspiracy theory.
Then,
Mhm.
Keep laying down the facts, girl.
okay. Then, there is this lady, Gail Brewer Giorgio. She is an author of the book called Is Elvis Still Alive? Right? She did this whole interview with Time magazine. And she said that Elvis was connected with the mafia for sure. And she went through thousands of FBI documents.
That connected him to the mafia.
Mm-hmm. Saying that, and they asked her, do you know if he's still alive today? And she said, "I don't know if he's still alive today, but I know he did not die August 16th of that year."
Really?
Wow.
So,
Oi.
Boy,
Oi.
I'm still confused on why he faked his death. Like
I'm,
he owed the mob money.
I'm still
or
not
like
done
what
with my
happened?
stuff.
Oh, sorry. My
Oh,
bad.
yeah, it's just- Ooh. Why are you looking at me? Your buddy over there.
Sorry. I was just
Give me a
asking.
Your
chance.
twin over there.
So, Gail said that the FBI enlisted Elvis as an undercover agent to help with the agency infiltrate a criminal organization called the Fraternity. So basically, he was an informant, right?
Mhm.
Then the Fraternity found out that he was a mole.
Wait, what is that?
They knew he was working for the feds.
Yeah, a mole. Like
Oh.
somebody who's in there that's working against you. Like leaking your information.
Okay.
And that he was to be put into witness protection. That's why they say he faked his death, because he was put into witness protection. So,
Oi.
Oi.
Boy,
oi.
Now,
'Cause they
may I
were going
make
to
a-
kill him anyway.
May I make an
They
observation?
found out he was a mole. They were going to kill him anyway. That's why
Mhm.
he had to fake his death and be put into witness protection.
So now,
This lady, sorry, go
let me
ahead.
take one quick observation. Witness
ahead.
protection. When you have to go into witness protection by the government,
Right.
your entire family goes with you,
yes.
right?
Mhm.
Which means that Priscilla and Lisa Marie would have also had to gone.
Right.
And even if they decided not to, there's no way they could have contact with him. So when she was in the interview and she said that's what he said the other day, that wouldn't hold up with the witness protection theory. Just make it, since we're supposed to decide whether or not we believe it, I just want to make that observation.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, that kind of contradicts each other just a little bit. Go on with your facts.
All these FBI files are public.
Really?
You can actually read them.
Oi.
Oi.
Oh, wait. The FBI released all of them.
What is the fraternity?
The Fraternity
It was
is...
a crime organization, but was it mafia?
I think so.
Yeah.
The reason why they picked Elvis to do this is because that he had one of the guys in the fraternity. He had dealings with this guy because over the sale of one of Elvis's planes, they had dealings with. That's why they picked Elvis to even do this.
So Elvis was working for this fraternity before he died with the feds?
Yeah.
while still making music.
Musicians were the real deal back then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They weren't just rapping and acting sometimes.
and
they
then-
were informants. They were in a mafia.
Right. And then the United States government comes to you and you're like, Elvis, we have to protect you. We have to fake your death.
Boy.
Boy.
And the best they can come up with is, you're one of the most famous rock and rollers of all time. We're going to kill you on a toilet.
Right, yeah. Yeah, exactly. This would be so embarrassing.
I would have died in like some glorious way, like skydiving.
But no, they had
skydiving in Dubai.
no. If that was the case, they had to make it reasonable. It can't just be this freak accident or whatever. Like
Well,
it'd have to be like
Right, but they
something.
that
killed
could
you
have been
off in a
public. I
they
know.
killed you off in a way that people made fun of you for decades.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
having a
think-
heart attack on the toilet.
You died on the
Yeah.
toilet.
You might
being
have had a
obese.
massive shit.
Maybe he had some
That's
Chipotle,
okay.
am I right?
But what I'm saying, okay, people die that way. I get it. But I'm saying, if you're gonna fake your death and you get to plan ahead, you get to plan it. Why would you not pick something glorious like
Because then no one would believe it.
saving orphans from a burning building? You're like, and then like just as you hand the last orphan out, a piece of the building falls and traps you.
It's too public. People would have had to
Maybe you
corroborate
didn't have a
Oi.
choice.
But then your
Maybe
body
the-
could have burned up, and then like
Yeah,
that would have,
that's true.
you know what I mean?
Boy.
But this author, she like is not into Elvis. She has no personal feelings. She was saying, I don't even own an Elvis album. She has nothing. She's like, this is all these facts, all these things that she's saying are purely based on facts and not feelings. And she said the reason why she's doing this is because if she didn't do it, nobody else would.
That's really interesting, actually.
Yeah.
My mind is just kind of like.
So there have been many more sightings since 2000.
There's many more sightings. There's a lot of crazy ones that I don't believe. Like, he was on the set of Home Alone. That's a big one. That he was in the airport. Like, he was like an extra.
Okay, I definitely don't think that's true.
And I was like, that's like a big one. Like, he was found on that set. Like, the director would have known if Elvis was on his set.
Yeah.
Oi.
Oi.
You know what I mean? Oi. Yeah, there was a lot of sightings.
Fun fact about Elvis. My Nana and her sister actually had tickets to his concert the day he died. And they
Really?
still have those tickets.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
You know how
Probably
much...
worth a
You
boatload of
probably
money right now.
you can get a lot of money for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Yep.
probably could.
I know. They were like so excited too. That was like their favorite.
So is that all your evidence? You presented all your evidence.
I believe that's all my evidence. I believe so.
Conspiracy theory.
I'm gonna say that I believe this one to be true. I believe he probably is dead now.
Yes.
I don't believe it was witness protection because that doesn't hold up.
Well, I mean, I think if he went into witness, I think if he had to take his, I think they made a deal. Yeah. If you want to fake your death, if you're trying to fake your death, why would you take your whole family into witness protection?
Well, that's the thing. So
That's-
why did they choose faking a death? Maybe it was because of the mafia. Because if he didn't fake his death, they would have kept hunting for him.
Yes.
Like people still do for people who are in witness protection.
Yeah.
So maybe, yeah.
Or that's why you take your family, because they know you're still alive. They torture your family and try to get you to come out.
Has the government ever said anything about this? About that black helicopter? Nothing's been explained about that? That's very odd.
Do you have a tail number for this helicopter?
What if the conspiracy theory is this whole thing they created, but in reality, the Marines came in and murdered them
The Marines?
in the helicopter?
It's like
Yeah.
a SEAL team.
Yeah, it's Black SEAL team. Black helicopter,
Black
right?
Ops.
Came down,
Oh,
took
Why
them
would
out.
they do that?
because the government's
You don't
twisted,
know.
man.
He's considered to be an American hero.
Yeah. Well, a hero, say like an American treasure.
That's what Gail said.
Well,
That's what Gail said.
well, Gail said it.
But if he
Didn't-
was a part of the mafia, I don't think he was an American hero. Maybe a American.
I would love to learn about
city
how he got
connected with
involved
the
with
mafia.
that. Yeah, I'd love to learn how he got involved with that.
I do
I
too.
just told you.
a guy from Memphis,
No.
Tennessee.
I mean, like, what he was doing. Was he a part of the mafia first? So he was a part of the mafia. So he must have been doing something illegal with the mafia.
No, she
There
said
was a
before
lot of
that he had a
extortion.
connection
There
with
was
one of the guys in the mafia because he sold his plane to
There
the
was-
guy in the mafia.
Oh,
There were
okay.
sales.
there was,
he had
like-
dealings with. Yeah, he
were,
sold
like,
a plane
friends.
to this guy in the fraternity.
So he probably had connections in order to get in touch with those people in the mafia that dealt with the dealings, and then that's why the cops wanted him.
Okay, that would make sense.
Didn't his daughter marry Michael Jackson?
Yes.
Yes. That's another
too.
conspiracy theory.
I'm just gonna say I also think that he was alive when they said he was dead, but I don't think he's alive anymore.
I'm gonna say I've heard this theory 100,000 times, and I always thought it was crap. But now I kind of question it. So I'm gonna say you convinced me.
Yeah, I think you did a good job. It's definitely a lot. There was enough evidence to be like, something fishy.
Yeah,
It was fishy.
You can't say without a questionable doubt
Right,
that
either
he
way.
died on a toilet.
But I do believe that by now he's got to probably be dead.
Right.
Sure.
But it was just like a
But-
lot of like interesting facts and things that probably a lot of people don't know, especially like about the mafia. And you're like, well,
And
shit.
the helicopter? I never heard about the helicopter. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. So it's like things like that and things that's like there's proof of that.
Oi.
Oi.
It just makes you question everything. And it's like, you know what? Like something's up with this.
See, I've heard this before, but I've always heard that he like faked his death because he couldn't deal with fame anymore. He was like depressed and on drugs all the time, so he just wanted out of that life. That's what I've always heard. I've never heard the
See,
whole
and now
mafia.
I didn't know about the mafia, but
Yeah,
I
no,
did
me
know
neither.
from some movie that he was an informant. Oh no, it was Drunk History. I was watching Drunk History and it was on there. It's very interesting. Good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
You did a much better job of convincing us that Elvis could still be alive.
Yes.
And that was the end of that conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy theory.
You know, we oi.
Boy,
You know, we could invest in a sound effects board, but
a
why?
soundboard.
It's so much more fun when we make our
It's
own.
way
we
more
have
fun.
like 4 buttons. Right?
Right, exactly, and we're good at it.
And each button
So-
can make like 10 different noises.
Exactly.
I can make more than 10, so
With your mouth?
yeah.
Oh, really? Okay,
It's-
give
it's
us
weird,
10.
but-
Give us 10 right now.
Wait.
10. Go. We're
Like
gonna
on the
count.
spot?
There we go.
I don't want to do it on the spot. This is so weird.
Jess, make 10 noises. 1.
Nay.
That's 10. 11. Should keep going. Very good, baby. Ta-da! She's a jack of all trades. Oi.
Oi.
Tales over ales.
What's brewing?
Mikayla, what you got for us?
Conspiracy theory number 3.
Eyeball.
Conspiracy theory.
That was like so much different than the other two.
Oh yeah.
No, I thought it was more like,
There you
Yeah,
go.
there
You got it. All right.
all right. This is probably really well known. Once I say it, everyone's gonna be like, oh yeah.
Well, try us.
The Illuminati.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, we know the Illuminati.
Okay.
Oh, lay it on us. So, what is your theory that you're proving?
That they are after what is called a new world order.
NWO for all you wrestling fans.
Yeah, that's right.
Has anyone like heard about this? Or
Yeah, it was with Hulk Hogan. Who else was in?
Oh, it was Shawn Michaels,
Oh, yeah.
Diesel.
okay.
Oh, not them.
So the Illuminati began in 1776.
You know what
That
else
sounds
began in
familiar.
1776?
America.
America.
Hmm. What a coinky dink. Am I right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So their whole thing was to be in control of the world.
Right.
So it began as a secret society by this guy. I didn't jot down his name because it was
Oi.
European. Who's got time for that?
That's racist. I'm European. You got time for my former maiden name?
That's right, yeah.
Nagulik.
You want us to
There you
pause
go.
so you can go to the bathroom?
It's actually Nigulich.
You're not European?
Nigulich.
I thought you said European. Then I won't pause
Yeah,
to
you
go
know,
to the
because if you're American in the living room, what are you in the bathroom?
European.
European. Yuck, 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 yuck. Okay, go ahead, Mikayla. We're done.
Okay, so they were a anti-religious society. So it was all about like science and free thought, basically. And a lot of people knew them of being satanic almost in that sense, since they were against religion and everything like that. So they wanted a dominant government. And this study that was done in 2005, 28% of voters thought that the Illuminati was beginning the New World Order. 28% of voters.
That's actually a big percentage.
Yeah.
That is. When like you think about it, it's like shit. Here is a really interesting thing. George W. Bush in 1991 made this.
Talking about senior.
Yes. Made a broadcast when he was talking to the Americans. And he wanted a new world order. And he said, when it becomes successful, because it will be successful, as he was talking to the American citizens. Mm-hmm. He literally said the words, New World Order.
So what you're saying is anyone who says New World Order is Illuminati.
Who would say that?
Oi.
What higher person do you know of? Whether it's a president or a leader would say New World Order.
Hulk Hogan. I just said that.
He's not like
Well, no,
anyone-
you're right. So your theory is that the Illuminati is real, and they are trying to create a new world order.
Yes. Now, what exactly is a New World Order? It's when a U.S. government, United Nations, and other organizations take American rights, form an all-powerful government, right?
Mm-hmm.
And also, they would put non-Illuminati members in camps ran by FEMA. Now,
FEMA.
has anyone
The hurricane people?
has anyone ever seen pictures of these giant buildings
Oi.
that no one knows what they're used for? Have you seen those pictures? They came out like a few years ago.
I mean, I see lots of huge buildings. I don't know what they're used for.
We got a couple down the
Every
block.
city. Like, just because I see a huge building doesn't mean I'm not going to know what it's used for.
Whatever. So, as I said before, everyone thought the Illuminati was satanic, and a lot of people think, actually it was 4% of voters thought the New World Order is connected to the Antichrist.
Mm-hmm.
When you look back, when you've read the Bible, which I'm sure numerous people have, about the Antichrist, and when the Antichrist is coming about, all of these things to the world are happening. Fires,
Pandemics,
wars, pandemics,
locusts.
all of this stuff, exactly, lotus, all of that stuff is happening. Well,
Oi.
they're basing off of the Illuminati has all this power in order to make it happen, to make the people scared
Of.
what's to come.
Oh, okay.
So they're creating all of this for the New World Order. When you look back and you think of everything that is happening, it's all in the Bible. So who's to say the Illuminati, who is a satanic group or whatever, isn't making the people scared for the Antichrist when really it's gonna be a New World Order? They're trying to make everyone one. And the effects that all of this is happening, everyone's going to be scared. The Bible is known all throughout the world. Everyone knows about it. When I talk about my mom about any of this stuff, she's like, it's in the Bible.
Boy.
Oi. So what is the proof that the Illuminati is real?
So, there's lots of connections as to when celebrities are in the Illuminati or people that have a lot of money are in the Illuminati. But of course, they're all going to say that they're not a part of the Illuminati. Since it's a secret society, no one is to know that it's real, because if it is known, everyone basically knows that it's all doomed. So, people get celebrities when they think that they're in the Illuminati, they look at symbols. You know, the dollar bill has that Illuminati symbol, the triangle.
Or the triangle with the all-seeing eye.
Yes. Yes, it's on a lot of bills. Also, on celebrities and their clothes. The Illuminati symbols. You see Rihanna doing the triangle in numerous pictures. Beyonce and Jay-Z have both said in songs that they are not in the Illuminati. And what best way to make people think you're not in the Illuminati than to say you're not in the Illuminati?
That's like
in
the
a
saying,
song?
"Thou doth protest too much."
What?
That's the saying, "Thou doth protest too much," meaning like if you have to keep saying you're not in the Illuminati, it makes me think more that you're in the Illuminati.
Right. So since both Beyonce and Jay-Z came out with songs saying they're not in the Illuminati, they have a daughter named Blue Ivy. Blue stands for Born Living Under Evil.
Yeah, I knew I did not like Beyonce. I hate Beyonce. Seriously, I just hate that lady.
I do too.
I can't stand her. I can't. She just thinks. I agree. If the theory was Beyonce is evil, I 100% agree with that conspiracy theory.
Oi. So all these people are living under the Illuminati, whether they're a part of it for their fortunes or whatever. They're giving out these like secret symbols or anything to almost as if they're saying they're not a part of the Illuminati. No one's saying that the Illuminati is not real. No one. They're just saying they're not in it.
Right.
Okay.
There's not once someone has said the Illuminati is not real. Instead, they're making lyrics saying, "You think I'm in the Illuminati, I'm not." What is that? And why would you name a daughter Blue?
Because they're a celebrity.
Because they're born living under evil. Because
Sure.
their parents are
Evil.
a part of the Illuminati. Satanic.
So now this ties into, wasn't the Illuminati in those movies? The Dan Brown, even the Dan Brown wrote the series of
The Da Vinci Code.
the Da Vinci Code. That's
Yes,
it.
yes.
That people at that time, like
Yes.
Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, all these people were leaving clues
Yep.
as to find something. I don't remember what the story was
The
though.
bloodline of Christ.
The bloodline of Christ,
Right.
because they wanted to. I didn't know the Illuminati was evil.
Because
They want to eradicate the bloodline of Christ. They want to destroy it.
It was the direct descendant of Christ would be able to unite the world under one rule of government.
Right. Exactly. The Illuminati.
So it wouldn't be like separate governments by
Right, it'd
country.
be one world government.
It'd be one.
I also read this thing one time that I don't remember the guy's name, but the guy who designed Washington D.C. Like all the streets were laid out purposely after he designed them. Right, it wasn't like a normal city where like they built the road here, built the road there. Like he drew up the plan and they built the whole city around it. Like if you take an aerial map of all the streets of D.C., that like they make an upside down pentagon or pentagram.
Wow.
And if you look at a map, it actually does. But is it a coincidence? Maybe. But
No.
the city was designed by this guy who everyone always thought was in the Illuminati.
Mhm.
And then if you lay it out, it does make an upside down pentagram.
I
It's
think
kind of weird.
And it's the capital of our
Right.
country.
And then
Right.
like the points of it are like the George Washington Monument, the White House, the Capitol building. Like, all the predominant features are the points.
so. If you think about all the coincidences there are, when does it stop becoming coincidences and actually facts?
I guess when the government takes over the world.
Right?
Yeah, then we'll be like,
When it happens.
oh, right.
But they're starting to. All the wildfires in California and Australia that just happened in the beginning of this year.
Yeah, but
How many
how's
acres
that,
have burned down?
how is that leading? Oh, wait.
So you're saying that we should assume that the Illuminati started those?
Yes.
So they're starting fires.
Well, you're going hard on the Illuminati. You had to think about that for a second because you didn't think about it before. But now you're like, yes, it's the Illuminati.
So
My
they're
whole-
starting forest fires on different continents so that they can rule the world.
That's their whole thing.
But how's-
the one world is under.
You know, I picked
I
some
get the
apples
forest
today
fires.
and they were rotten.
I get the forest
Was it the
fires, but like
Illuminati?
I don't see like the one world government coming in. Like I don't see
Yeah.
any of that happening. Like if anything nowadays in 2020, like countries are growing apart.
She's like, you see the price of milk?
But they're growing apart.
Illuminati.
gas.
Gasoline? Illuminati.
Yeah, but okay.
But you just have to. But you're looking at the smaller things. You're not looking at the bigger picture. The bigger picture is the Bible.
The bigger picture is what you're saying was to put everyone in fear.
Yes. That is the
Because
main
then they're
thing.
more easily controlled when they're scared.
They are a anti-Christ society. Everything that is happening in the
I didn't
world.
know that.
Yes.
Oi.
Oi.
Did you know that about the Illuminati?
I don't really know very much about them, except I knew that they wanted
Yeah.
like a one world government.
But to be anti-Christ, I didn't know that they were anti-Christ.
I didn't know that. I know that like they left secret symbols like all over the place, but I didn't really.
But their whole thing is, in order to make people scared and to begin the process of a one world or a new world order, you have to get everyone scared of something. What better way to get someone scared of something than to actually create things that are in written writing that will happen?
Okay. Is that all your evidence?
Yes.
Okay. What say we? The
What
jury
say
of
we?
all that is conspiracy theories.
Just, this is just like a thing of if we believe the Illuminati is real or not.
Okay. Oi.
Or
I do believe the Illuminati is real. I don't know if I believe that they're evil. I don't
Not
know.
that they're evil.
Right, but I do believe that secret society exists.
Did you know that it originated in 1776, right? They stopped enlisting everyone in the 1920s. And then so obviously the founder passed away, but it moved on in generations, so forth. In the 1920s, the leader disappeared. And that was supposed to be the end. But then it popped back up years later.
so who do you think's controlling it now?
Hulk Hogan.
it's gotta be Hulk Hogan. He's always talking New World Order.
It's got to be him.
But you just gotta think, like if
NWO.
the
Oi.
if the United States president in 1991 talked about a new world order, that just makes you think.
I think that's kind of stretching.
Well, no, I kind of agree with that. That's not like a common term you would use, especially given that it means something on a broader scale. For them to say that is kind of, it could go either way. It could be questionable, but it could also be that maybe he just was using it in context to something else, and it makes perfect
Right.
sense.
What was the speech about?
Right.
that
like
he said that?
Yeah, if he was talking about like the UN
Was
or
it like
something where
uniting
like a lot
the
of
people
people.
under a common cause of good, and they just happened to say that, and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, Illuminati.
Wasn't National Treasure also about Illuminati?
No, that was just
No,
about
National Treasure was about Freemasons.
Freemasons. Okay, because the Freemasons are very similar to the Illuminati.
I was
aren't
gonna
But
say
if
the
Freemasons aren't evil, well, I don't.
they? Right.
but the
From what I've read.
Freemasons are actually
Oi.
a part of the Illuminati. Because Jay-Z also has a song called Freemason.
Oh, so we're
Wait,
basing this
that's
entire
Jay-Z.
theory on Jay-Z.
So your answer to your question is the new ruler of the Illuminati is
Jay-Z.
the Hova,
Yeah, probably because his daughter's name is Blue Ivy.
and that's why he moved the Nets basketball team.
Yeah, because that was evil.
New World Order. United. In
Like if we were to
Brooklyn.
go on
That's their
Jay-Z
headquarters.
lyrics,
And that's also
That's their
why
headquarters. at
Beyonce
Barclays
made a
Center.
whole album, Lemonade, to diss Jay-Z. She doesn't approve of the shady shit.
no,
that he's
Beyonce
doing.
approves.
But
Beyonce
you
is
just
the
said,
devil.
You just said that she was in the Illuminati.
Yeah, I know, but she has to make it seem like she doesn't approve of it.
Mhm.
He
She's
cheated on
fire.
her.
She's
Okay.
evil.
All right,
Jess,
Jessica, what is your?
What say you?
What do you think about Jay-Z running the Illuminati? We started to get less aware of the sounds going on in the room once we're drinking a little more. You know,
I believe it exists in some kind of form. Yes.
but do you believe that Jay-Z is smart enough to be a part of
Okay,
it?
that's not the
No,
question.
he's the
Oh, okay.
leader.
Okay, yeah.
He's from Queens. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Preach, girl.
Come on now.
Is he from Queens?
No.
I thought he's from Manhattan.
He's from Brooklyn,
He's from Manhattan.
Oh yeah,
Mars
he's from,
Projects.
He's from
not
Brooklyn.
Queens.
and he's
Sorry.
also the worst rapper that ever lived. But whatever. I guess you don't have to rap very well if you're part of the Illuminati
Exactly.
or leading it
Exactly.
Yeah.
and married to the Antichrist.
He used to
No,
hang out on my block.
he
He used to live on your block.
Hang
he's
out.
birthed the Antichrist.
That's
Right.
right.
He used to hang out on your block. Yeah. What was he doing? Selling rock.
Selling crack. Putting,
Oh,
putting them
was
hundreds in a
rapping.
Nike box.
he was rapping.
Mhm.
He was writing in little clues on dollar bills in the Bible.
Circling the triangle on the back.
Anyway,
So, Jessica, you believe the Illuminati is real
Yes.
in some form.
In some form.
Anthony?
me. Okay. I believe the Illuminati was a real organization, real secret organization. I do
Society.
society,
How
organization.
dare you say organization? Use the right terminology.
They were
Sorry.
not organized.
Please do not come after the Illuminati. Okay,
They were all over the place, every country.
I believe that they were real at some point, maybe a large portion of American history. I do not believe they are around today or trying to take over the world. So I would say
Okay.
false.
Yeah, I don't think they're trying to take over the world now. But I do feel that they were
Oh, wait.
a society.
I don't think they are around anymore.
I also just
If
want
you are, let me know.
I also just want to like backtrack.
By writing a song saying that you're not in it.
If you're in the Illuminati, hit us up on Instagram.
I just want to backtrack because when I was looking up conspiracy theories that my friend gave me, she also gave me this one called Bohemian Grove, and I thought was like really interesting.
See, now you mentioned that one. I thought you were going to do that one. What is that about?
I've never heard of it.
I barely found
Never heard of it.
anything, and I didn't really know what it was centered around. But I found a few things I just like wanted to share with everyone. So it's in Sonoma County, California, and apparently it's
Wine
just
country.
it's just this massive field that was founded like decades ago. And it's a private club that has numerous previous presidents as its members. Numerous.
Oi.
So it has numbers of previous U.S. presidents a part of it. And they do rituals.
Oh, yes. We've
Witch
done
roast,
it.
witch
We've
roast.
done it. It's taken 14 episodes.
That's like
but we've got her
rituals.
speech impediment
It's
back,
like
guys.
rituals, but with witches. Witch rolls.
These rituals were crazy. Jess is going to...
Hold on.
Peel
hold on.
pants.
Jess fell out of her chair. Hold on.
Hold on. It's crazy what's going on in the Bohemian Grove.
Oh, man.
When she said it too, her face, she knew she fucked. She done fucked up. Oi. As soon as she said it, she's like, "Damn."
It's at that
Jill,
moment
and I
she
said
knew
it, and Jill's
she
looking right
fucked
at
up.
me.
Yeah, I literally said it and I just looked at Jill. So scared.
See, I'm the Illuminati. I put that fear of Jesus Christ in you.
Anyways, they
It's at that moment she knew she fucked up.
I regret talking about Bohemian Grove.
Is it Bohemian or Bohemian?
My cheeks hurt. My cheeks hurt.
Jill, you're about to get throat punched. Stop.
Let the woman finish.
Yeah, go ahead.
If she can.
So, it's a secretive status that has apparently, there is no...
I'm so sorry.
Oi.
Oi, it's unfortunate. It sucks. It sucks for you.
It's
It really sucks.
It's unfortunate you live that way, but
Let me take a swig.
I'm literally like looking at Jill and she's just like pinching her cheeks.
I'm trying so hard to
like,
hold it in.
Alright, go ahead.
Go on.
What's going on in wine country?
Are you good?
Uh-huh.
Oh, you just can't look at me anymore. Okay. But this is also, so it's a, they do old, the next words were right ring.
She's looking at her notes. She's like, R, fuck, why did I write so many R words? You got this. The ritual was just a fluke. It was a fluke, okay? You don't have it again. Oi.
Boy.
You can say the R words. You got this. Just really focus.
I'm trying really hard.
I'm sorry. I won't say it again.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So I'll take a deep breath.
So apparently they have like old boy, mechanation.
That's the word you decide to start with.
Machinations?
I don't,
Mechanisms?
but, yeah, I guess
Mechanisms?
Mechanisms.
Yeah, I guess. Anyways, so on these fields, all the members just piss everywhere. Freely. they don't, like, they just whip it out and piss.
Wait, hold on. I'm so confused
hold
about
on.
what is happening.
There's too much laughing in between. So Bohemian Grove is where numerous ex-presidents go to pee.
It's a
wine
private
country.
club
In my country.
where the rich and
Oi.
and the powerful join. And it's like a 2-week thing that like you can like go freely, come as you go. There's a $25,000 fee to enter it.
And what do they do there?
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's
They just pee.
They just pee in a
They
field?
just pee on the grass
I'm
vines.
not going
Or
to say the
grapevines?
first word again.
There's
But-
rituals.
Yes, and secretive status has spawned sinister internet rumors.
What are those
What?
rumors?
I don't know. I couldn't find them.
Wait, hold on.
I literally searched everywhere. There
so
was
apparently it's not just peeing.
Yeah.
There's also they're doing rituals there.
Rituals about
Yeah.
what?
I guess like satanic, sinister rituals, but there's
and,
no information
and old
online.
boy mechanisms.
That doesn't
Old
make any
boy.
sense.
And I don't even know what that
I
means.
don't even know what that means
Doesn't make
either.
any sense.
I think it's just so secretive. I literally tried looking at this. There was a list of old U.S. presidents that are a part of this, and there was like,
Boy.
like 10 presidents.
Really, what was the most recent one?
I don't know. The last. Oh, actually,
Probably.
I was gonna say
Him and
I
Beyonce.
read something with Obama in it.
Oh, okay.
So it's so secretive when you searched it. Google was like, "My business."
Basically, like there was like hardly.
Did you guys
anything.
notice that about searching
Yes.
conspiracy theories?
Yeah, I
Yes.
feel like a lot of them were like shut down or blocked.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
No, for me it was more like I had to like look up like YouTube videos because there was just nothing that would. And I was like, there has to be like a conspiracy theory like website. Nothing.
No, there's no. Yeah, there's
Wikipedia.
Well, yeah,
Even
but anyone
Wikipedia
can add
says-
anything
yeah.
into Wikipedia.
see, even my thing, like I went on YouTube and YouTube was like, "No, we don't support this." So,
Yeah.
most videos are gone.
That was a good one. I'm glad, you know,
The whole thing.
and honestly, I'm going to look up Bohemian Grove. Oi.
Oi.
Because that sounds, I've never heard of it.
I've never
I've never even
of it
heard
either.
those words put together, that phrase, so. But you did a good job.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing that. It was very, very good. Very detailed. It wasn't like, well, the earth is flat.
What?
And why don't the oceans drain?
Yeah, and Anthony just
Why wouldn't you
hoping
fall off
that,
the
like,
earth?
we would have like a good combat, and then he'd be able.
And
to,
I'm like, gravity. And he's like, oh, gravity? Oh, gravity?
who says
Oh, it's science?
that gravity is actually
How do you
there?
know it's round? Pictures? Oh, you think pictures are real? All right, you guys ready for mine?
Oh,
Like,
gosh.
go ahead.
Here we go. Here's...
Oi.
Take a swig, wet my
Hold on.
whistle before this.
Joe,
Conspiracy
you're gonna get
theory
so punched in a
theater.
second.
Eyeball. My conspiracy theory that I believe, and I'm trying to prove
Wait,
to you guys.
do you really believe this?
I do believe this.
Okay.
The world actually ended in 2012, and we're living in a parallel universe.
If you're in my parallel universe, I am so upset right now.
What the fuck? What universe do you want to live in without me?
Any other one.
Unbelievable. All right. We'll just put that out there.
Okay.
This is actually really
Okay.
interesting, and I tell people a lot. I talk about this a lot, so I'm actually really glad you did this, so I'm ready to listen.
Okay. Well, this started. So this has been on the internet for a while. There's been things on the internet kind of alluding to this theory, but it started to gain traction with this guy Nick Hinton in 2019.
Wow, so recent. A
Mhm.
year ago.
So, and it just started to get more and more traction. He started like the snowball. You know what I mean? Now it has thousands of followers that this could be real. So apparently, a number of years before 2019, he was researching this kind of stuff. He's a conspiracy theorist on the internet, and he was researching some stuff. And there was a lot of evidence that he found that once he came back to it in 2019, no longer existed. The evidence is gone. As any true conspiracy theory, where do you get the evidence, right? So, the world ended in 2012. This is the theory. That it ended in 2012 when scientists at CERN, C-E-R-N, which is the European Organization for Nuclear Research, when they created the Higgs boson particle.
Oi.
Oi. which, if you guys don't know anything about that particle, it is called the God particle. It's called the God particle because it is like this very powerful particle, and Stephen Hawking talks a lot about this, that it was a very, very powerful particle that could grow into a it's like a small black hole.
Right, I heard of the thing.
That as it hits things, so it's like, and actually there's like conspiracy theories that will spur off of this, saying that this particle is buried under the ground in the earth somewhere in a lab. And it's just bouncing around. And every time it bounces, it's taking in more, and it gets bigger and bigger. That's kind of like the idea of a black hole. Right? So, Stephen Hawking predicted that the universe was going to end, and I want to get the words right.
Right.
He predicted that the Earth, the universe, would be destroyed by this catastrophic vacuum decay caused by this particle. That it was going to be invented, that it was going to destroy the universe by becoming a vacuum or a black hole that just sucked everything into it, right? And this happened in 2012. And so the idea is that this actually did happen, that they created this, or they discovered this Higgs boson particle, and that they created a black hole in 2012 that swallowed up our universe up to that date, and we now reside in that black hole on a parallel universe. So the idea is that the black hole is kind of like a little hole that will connect this universe and another, and that when the universe ended, a copy of our universe, Oi, was split off into a parallel universe that we're all living in right now. So I just want to give you the background of that. So here's some of the evidence that supports this. Okay, so this parallel universe would be almost identical to our previous universe. Okay, and this is where then the Mandela effect comes in. Remember I was talking about the Mandela effect last week?
Yes.
Yeah.
This person believes that the Mandela effect is actually us living in an alternate universe where everything is almost exactly the same except for very small changes that people start to notice. So there was the Mandela effect, like Nelson Mandela dying. There's the different spellings or the movie quotes that are very famous being off by like one word here and there, right? Oi. So small differences, slight differences. The biggest example of this, so this is what I was super excited about. The biggest example of the Mandela effect is the Statue of Liberty.
Okay.
Where is the Statue of Liberty? Where is it?
New York City.
Where specifically?
Ellis Island.
Ellis Island.
Right.
Everyone knows it's on Ellis Island, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wrong.
No, it's not on Ellis Island. Ellis Island's the island where the immigrants came into.
Yeah.
It's on Liberty Island? Is that what it's called?
That's what people now are saying. That it's on Liberty Island.
Yeah, it's always...
No. It's been there.
It didn't move.
No, okay, so here's where this comes into play. There are numerous paintings before 2012 that will show paintings, right, of the harbor of New York. I mean, everyone photographs that skyline.
Right.
Right? And it shows the Statue of Liberty on Ellis Island with the Immigration Museum behind it, right, in a certain spot of the skyline. Now, if you were to look for it, it's not there. It's not in the same spot. Oi. That's one. Not only that, if you were to go to Google Maps, Street View, and you were to go to Liberty Island, right, which is where it is now, according to the common knowledge, I guess, is that it's on Liberty Island now. If you were to go onto Liberty Island, Google Maps Street View, you will not find the statue on the island at all. Okay? The account that's uploading the Google Street View videos belongs to the name August. I'm going to get the name wrong, but it's August Bartholdi, Bartholdi, who is the designer of the Statue of Liberty. He's Google verified with a photo from the 1800s, somehow. You know how hard it is to be Google verified?
Right, yes.
With a photo of the 1800s, and he's uploading these pictures of Liberty Island with no, like, we're showing that there's no statue there, right? So, apparently, now have you guys ever been to the Statue of Liberty?
Yes.
You have? Yes. And you went into it?
Yes.
Did you go up to the torch?
Yep, all the way to the top.
You went all the way to the torch?
Yep.
All the way at the top?
No, not the torch, the crown.
The crown. Did you go to the torch?
No, I went to the crown.
Okay, went to the crown. So, Oi.
Boy.
Apparently, right before World War I, Germany committed the first act of terrorism on U.S. soil. It was one of the largest artificial, non-nuclear explosions to have ever occurred. Ever. And none of us were taught this in school. Is this familiar to anybody?
This is
No.
the Hindenburg.
No.
No.
It's familiar to anybody? No?
V2
It was
rocket.
not taught in schools. But there are papers that prove this is real. Oi.
Boy.
Now, this happened before World War I, right? So that was over 100 years ago. The statue's torch has been closed for 100 years. This act of terrorism closed the torch. It's been closed since then for 100 years. Yet people swear on Google reviews, Yelp reviews. You gotta see and I did the actual research, not just from the article I was reading, but also I did the research myself on these things. People swear they were in the torch. They took pictures in the torch.
Do you see the pictures though? Of
Yes,
them in
you
the
see
torch?
the pictures of them
in the torch?
out the torch. Yes, like pictures out the torch.
So,
Okay? With other people standing around
Oi.
them.
Oi.
Oi.
so where they're standing on the torch, you can see the entire head behind them.
No, these pictures were taken from the person's view, with people standing with them. But you can see, as you're looking out, you see pieces of the statue,
Yeah.
the torch in front of you. But like, if this person would be standing behind a group of people that's already at the front of the overlook,
Right.
so you get the back of the people's heads, and you get the pieces of the torch that are sticking up in front.
Right, yes.
But there's no windows in the torch.
Yeah, apparently there was.
You'd
Apparently,
be-
these photos show.
The only thing on
people
the
being
torch
inside
is
the
there's
torch.
like a catwalk on the outside of it, which is only for maintenance.
But so if there's a cat, well, yes, yeah, that's my point. Is that it was closed, but
Right.
people swear that they went up and visited the torch.
I think they were just
okay.
mistaken.
There's a whole bunch of. I'm telling. It's unbelievable. The amount of
Oi.
people who believe this. There's also a random Twitter account, and you really can't trust Twitter, but
Right.
there's a random Twitter account. It's called the Statue of Liberty Ellis Island Foundation. Right? They don't mention Liberty Island at all
Right.
as being a place. It has pictures of people walking upstairs, looking up at something, and there's nothing in the picture. It's just stairs going and nothing on Ellis Island. If you follow that down further, there are a number of YouTube videos showing pictures where people posted where they were like, I'm at Ellis Island, me and the Statue of Liberty, all these things. You know how you get tagged? You tag yourself, you check in with
Right.
all these things. And they're standing in front of something that is not there. They're
Right.
standing in front of nothing. You can tell that they're trying to pose with something. You know how people stand.
Right.
They're posing at a place, but there's nothing behind them in the pictures. You have people who are on boats in the harbor, looking at something and taking a picture like that, but there's no statue. In the same place that the paintings, before 2012, showed that there was a statue. It's very, very eerie. I'm not gonna lie. Like, even if you don't believe it, look this stuff up, because
Right.
it was,
I'm gonna have to look this up,
it
'cause
was-
I'm very interested now.
it's super creepy, because these pictures, these people are like, and there's nothing behind them. Or there's like a couple people on the boat and they're looking and there's nothing. So like, the paintings before 2012 and the pictures showed this, show where the statue was on Ellis Island, right? But there's no other surrounding islands. Where did Liberty Island come from?
Isn't there other
you
islands there
can't-
too?
No, not from the picture. They didn't mention any others, so I can't speak to that. There was also a woman who wrote in that said she took a picture of something from like 1980. I think it was the 80s somewhere. Her grandparents contributed money to the the Ellis Island Foundation.
Okay.
Right? So they contributed, and they got this plaque. And it was a plaque with a letter, and it was a picture of the Statue of Liberty right in front of the Immigration Museum. So that's just a big one. Look that up. That's super interesting. So there's that. But if we were to go back,
Oi.
to the scientific proof of my theory, let me take a swig. Scientifically, a while back, there was a viral video on 4chan. You ever hear of 4chan?
Yes.
So 4chan is like this website.
They're
Not a
known for
website.
making conspiracy theories.
Right, they're known for these types of
Yes.
videos, but like some of them turned out to be true. Like videos where they're it's like an expose type thing. So there was a video posted on there by someone who claimed to be one of the 23 scientists at CERN responsible for creating the Mandela effect. It created this effect. Okay? At least that's what they said. They claimed. They claimed that the planet was destroyed and we were placed in a simulated...
Boy.
A simulated world. Then all of a sudden this video was gone after that. Again, because it was kind of getting a little bit of buzz and then it was gone. Preston Nichols, a whistleblower who wrote books detailing the time travel experiments at Montauk Air Force Base. And I don't know if you guys have that's a whole separate conspiracy theory, but Stranger Things was based on it.
Right.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, whatever that also, but there's rumors that there are time travel experiments taking place at this Montauk Air Force Base. Well, he was a whistleblower who wrote books on that. And he claimed that in the time travel experiments, they were never able to travel past 2012. That there was a very, very clear wall, and they were able, from all of the research and all experiments in there, they were not able to go past 2012. There was a wall. It stopped. There was no future beyond it. That's what he said. He made these claims in 2014. Okay?
Huh.
So it was 2014 when he made these claims that this is the research that they were doing.
Are you saying that they can't go back in time?
No, they can't. When they were doing the
So he
experiments...
said in 2014 they can't go back in time past 2012.
He was saying in 2014 that when they were doing experiments, all those years leading up to 2012, they were never able to travel beyond 2012.
So he was doing it before 2012,
Mm-hmm.
trying to go into the future.
Right. It's so interesting because in reality, let's just say that this was true. Let's say the universe ended in 2012, right?
Mm-hmm.
None of us would know.
Right.
None of us would know we're in an alternate universe.
Right.
None of us would know we were put into a simulated reality.
Oi.
We would know.
It's an unprovable theory.
It is. And we could just be existing there. But the Mandela effect, which is one of my favorite things ever, because I talked about it on the 90s thing. But that part of it, and especially because I had no idea about the Mandela effect thing with the Statue of Liberty, but when I was looking at it, I was like, this is the eeriest. It just gives you this like sense of like, the hell is happening? That was my conspiracy theory. What say you, Jessica? What say you? What say me?
Do you believe your conspiracy theory?
Man, that's a tough one. You got a lot of strong points. There's a lot of things. See, it's hard with me because I'm like, if I don't see it, I don't believe it. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So I'm like, I didn't feel me going into a black hole.
It's like you would think for sure you'd feel that, but then again, you don't remember being in your mom's belly.
I do.
That's a good point. No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't. Do you believe it or no?
I'm gonna say,
Or leaning towards.
I'm
one
gonna
way or the
say 85%.
Okay, well, that's pretty good.
I know. You know what? No,
Boy.
take it back. Oi, I'm gonna do 70.
Wow, 85 to 70.
Yeah, because there's a lot of other things I don't believe.
Yeah.
70%.
Okay, Anthony?
I'm going to say your theory is very interesting,
Extremely.
but a lot of your facts are based on fringe science, questionable things. I would say I'm 30% believing you.
Okay. What about you?
Yeah, there's some things that I feel like are very far-fetched. The time traveling. Like, bring proof. That's all I want. You time traveler, you. I want proof.
Time traveler. You hooligan. You're a time traveling hooligan.
Yeah, I have like so many questions about that in itself. But I think it's completely realistic. And that thing you talked about with that atom or whatever it is, like, if that's real, that particle, like, is it real? Because if so, then, like, holy shit.
No, it's absolutely
No, that's real.
That's absolutely real. That particle is absolutely real.
They made that in the particle collider, right?
Yeah, and I am not a science person. Science has never been strong for me. I looked up some stuff, but I also get very bored of science. So I didn't want to look up too much. But I gotta say that, and I said this to you earlier, was like, my theory, I believe in as far as I can understand it.
Yeah.
Once it gets to the point where I don't understand the science anymore, like time travel, like black holes, like where I don't have any knowledge, I can't make a decision either way. But I think it's very plausible. I mean, there's gotta be an explanation for the Mandela effect.
I'm going to go with Jess and say 70-30. It's
Cheers.
I like to close with this. America, Keep your eyes open.
Keep your mind open.
This has been Conspiracy Theory Theater.
Oh my gosh. Hashtag save the children. Use it everywhere.
Save Jess.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, all. We'll see you next week. Please come back next week. We're sorry. We're sorry about this episode. We love you all. Bye. Hey, great job. You completed a power hour with us. Tune in next week for more trash talk with your favorite brute chachos. Follow us on Facebook for all the updates and listen to us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Tales over ales. What's brewing?